Hi guys, today's topic is the prep week, the step 1 high fat weekend, and how to take your drops. So today we are going to be looking at your manual, pages 12 to 17. So this whole week now we want you to prep up your body, your mind, your spirit, your kitchen, even your family. We want you to get them prepared for this amazing transformation that you're about to take. The key things for the prep week is to make sure that you are preparing your food for low cal. So having 14 bags of vegetables, 14 bags of protein, 14 fruits in the house, ready by Sunday night is one of your goals. You can also start taking the colon cleanse, the detox tea, or the parasite cleanse in the prep week to start getting your colon prepped up for this journey. We want you to add lots of healthy high fats into every meal over this next few days before your high fat weekend. This will help your fat reserves get primed up for the high fat weekend. If you are a diet soda drinker or use artificial sweeteners, please start cutting that out now. You do not want to add that type of a headache into your first detox week. Practice drinking your water this week in your prep week. Of course, you're going to read your manual. You're going to get on your coach's calendar and make your introductions to the Facebook page as well. Also, start cleaning out those cabinets and the fridge of any of that junk food. If you have had lap band surgery, gastric bypass, or the sleeve, you especially need to focus on this prep week with slow greasing on high-fat foods. If you don't have a gallbladder, you absolutely need to be taking digestive enzymes. These must be added during the prep week, especially when you're eating the higher fat foods, and they need to be added to your daily regimen. Now, digestive enzymes are to be taken directly before eating. Your normal fat reserves must be filled up. So this is a big idea that a lot of times people don't understand. But the idea of gaining 3 to 5 pounds before you start low cal is very, very important. Your normal fat reserves need to be filled up. A lot of times they are not because we are eating low nutrition. We don't eat properly. We're eating the wrong types of foods, so our body is constantly pulling from those normal fat reserves and constantly trying to replace those. So that's the situation where people are actually in starvation mode. So what we want to do is eliminate that by filling up your fat reserves before you begin. Now again, you're going to start practicing that during this prep week, and the high fat weekend you will really start eating a lot more higher fat foods and taking your drops. Now, a list of the high fats, healthy high fats, are anywhere between pages 14, 15, and 16 in your manual. But remember, foods that are higher in fat include the animal products, dairy, nuts, that type of a thing. One of the things we want to make sure of is that during the high fat weekend, you do not fill up on carbs. This is really important. I'm not saying don't eat the carbs, but what I am saying is make sure that you're eating the steak before the potato. You're eating the omelet before you eat the pancakes. So we want to make sure you're not filling up on bread before the actual high-fat food gets there. Remember, potatoes and the starches and the breads, those are all carbohydrates. They are not fat, so they won't be filling up your fat reserves. Hi guys. Okay, so to take your drops, this is going to be something you're going to start on the first high fat day. And remember, there's 2 different bottles. Now, we have our men's drops and our women's drops. The platinum is the clear homeopathic that helps with the mental and emotional part of dieting. It also has the appetite balance in there. There's no appetite suppressant in our drops, but there is a homeopathic that does help support the brain when it wants to go for comfort food. So just remember, it's not going to stop you from eating the chocolate cake, but it will give you the edge to take a step back and think about what you're doing. But that's the homeopathics. And then we have the amino acids. The amino acids are for the body, and there is settlement in the bottom because this is a whole food product. So there's actually the amino acids, you could see them. You always want to shake these well before every single use, okay? So you're going to be taking the both sets of drops starting on the high fat days, a half an hour before you eat 3 times a day. So when you get up in the morning, take the drops, and then you wait 30 minutes at least to go ahead and eat. You can wait longer, but it has to be at least 30 minutes. And it's not just eating. You want to make sure you don't put anything else in your mouth. You don't want to brush your teeth. You don't want to drink water. Drops go in. Nothing goes in your mouth for at least 30 minutes. Okay? Once that 30 minutes is up, you can go ahead and do what you want to do. Okay, so amino acids are going to go first. There's a very specific way we're having you take these. If you are a previous client, there's a couple of things you're going to notice. First of all, the color of the aminos has changed because we changed our flavor mask to a citrus fruit punch versus a berry fruit punch. So this is yellow now versus pink. And the aminos will go first. Now it's 12 drops of the aminos. You count them out, little drops on a spoon. Okay? You want to count them out literally, drops onto a spoon. Now if you don't like the taste, you can put those in a shot glass of water, put it in, little bit of water, swallow it. You're done. So 12 drops, either straight on the spoon in the mouth or put them in some water to dilute the taste if you don't like it. Okay, so the aminos first, then you're going to take 12 drops of the platinum. Now the platinum drops, you want to take those 12 drops, count them out under the tongue, hold for 10 to 15 seconds, and then swallow. So remember, aminos first, then the platinum. It's alphabetical. A for aminos, P for platinum. All right, if you forget to take your drops, let's say you go and you eat your lunch and you realize you forgot to take your drops, that's okay. Wait 2 hours and then take that dosage that you missed. When you are spacing out your dosages, most people are doing it morning, lunch, and dinner, right? If there's something in there, we have a lot of people that work crazy hours. We have nurses, and sometimes they don't get to the regular schedule. So let's just say you took your morning dose and then you need to take your next dosage. It has to be at least 2 hours between dosages. All right, so that's the only thing you have to remember. So quick recap: you start your drops on the 2 high-fat days 3 times a day, a half an hour before you eat. Then when you hit low-cal Monday and then on from there, you will continue taking your drops. Aminos go first, then the platinum. Aminos can just be swallowed. Platinum has to be held under the tongue. They last 5 to 6 weeks depending on how good you are at counting. And if you want to go into a second round, you just buy your second round of drops and continue on the low-cal diet. If you are planning on stopping the program and you want to keep the remainder of your drops for another time, please put them in the refrigerator. If not, it's fine that you're not refrigerating these. The other thing is, please make sure they're not in a hot car or something, because the amino acids will break down and we don't want that to happen. But again, if you're using them continually, it's fine not to refrigerate them. But other than that, everything that you need to know about the drops is in your manual. And again, if you have any questions about this, please contact us or contact your coach. Okay, so action steps for tomorrow. Book your first coach call before the weekend. That means by Friday the latest if you haven't done that already. Please make your plan for your high-fat weekend. Are you eating out? If so, where? Take a look at the menu ahead of time. Remember that you're not filling up on bread, and remember you have to take your drops on the high-fat weekend. For tomorrow, read pages 20 to 25. Many people do like to also start their program with the CalMag C and the Colon Cleanse, like I said, so if you want to do that, you can add that as well. Our next topic is knowing your manual. It is about low-calorie eating and what that looks like for the Breakthrough M2 client, and exercise during low-cal. Our quote today is from S.N. Noka. The consequences of today are determined by the actions of the past. To change your future, alter your decisions today. All right, guys, thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.